Yep. So let's paint the scene here. So this is a small room. Again, no windows. The walls appear to be solid stone. At the center of the room is this sort of U-shaped section, and this is a solid wall that goes all the way to the ceiling. So you can't see through it to what's behind, although you have a bit of meta knowledge here. In encasing or this U-shape kind of encases this large stone sarcophagus that is clearly the showcase in the center of the room, and it's kind of raised up a little bit. As you can tell, part of it rests on the start of some stairs, so it's up a little bit high. In fact, the front of it is about eye level with your characters. The top of the lid would be about where your heads are, so you can just peer over the top. It's fairly massive. There's a lit brazier here giving off light in the area, and there's a chest here. And also, very curiously, you make out there's a set of footprints in the dust that walk in this direction behind that U-shaped or C-shaped section of wall. And then there's also another set of footprints that are further apart that are moving in this direction towards the door that look as though maybe that individual was running instead of walking. The rest of the area looks pretty trashed, as though people have picked through it. And very particular to you is the front of the sarcophagus has been smashed open. And so there is a hole in it that, if you approach, would allow you to peer into the sarcophagus.
Well, Rosar is going to tentatively approach the hole in the sarcophagus and kind of, he's not going to conjure a full-on, like, firebolt, but he's going to, like, summon an orb of fire in his hand to use as kind of like a light.
Okay.
To see what he sees.
So, give me a wisdom or intelligence check, if you would.
Okay. I rolled that's a mod 16.
Very good. So, not only is this large stone sarcophagus broken open, it looks like somebody smashed it with a hammer in the front, or a chisel and a hammer. It is completely empty. And what you're able to discern is that the contents were either long gone, or it has always been empty and may never have contained anything.
Huh. Weird. All right. He's just gonna he kind of like extinguishes the flame in his hand and kind of like looks around, curious.
Okay.
That's his turn.
Awesome. Let's see. Galt, you're up.
So, Galt's kind of troubled by not only this, but by the undead out there. Not shaken per se, because he's seen far worse in the underbelly of the undercity of the dwarven kingdoms. But as he kind of like takes out the crossbow, he kind of has it at the ready, and he starts walking in the direction of the footsteps that are walking through the crypt. And as he does so, he's like, "So who creates a mausoleum that has no body, lights with a lit brazier, and no one here, and footprints? Be on guard, my friends. We may not be alone."
Awesome.
So he's going to make his way towards the chest.
Do you want to look in the chest?
Yes, if I can.
You can. And it is empty. And it looks as though it looks as though those dusty footprints stopped over here before continuing on their way around to the back of the sarcophagus.
So he kind of looks over his shoulder and towards the others, like, "We were not the first here."
Awesome. Edmund?
Yeah, did the footsteps that they did a U shape. They came back in a sense.
Yes, so there is one set walking, it looks, because they're smaller and closer together in this direction. And there's another set that appears to be running back
And it
towards the
left.
door. Correct.
Can I know who or what civilization would build such mausoleum or something?
Yeah, so this one is a mystery to you. It's a little bit out of place because most of the tribes here are Northmen. They're primarily barbarian types
Okay.
who are migratory.
Kind of Aborigines or something like that.
Right. And so for them to build this type of structure to honor their dead would be highly unusual.
It's too superficial for them. Okay.
Yes. I mean, not that it couldn't happen, but based on your training, education, and experience, it seems unusual.
So I'm gonna try to find a name or a writing somewhere on the wall or on the tomb or on the stone slab, maybe.
You you do not notice any sort of names or markings. Highly unusual that you do not find any writings of any sort. This is, in essence, an unmarked tomb.
Is it the same age than the statue I saw outside?
Yes. Both would have been erected around the same time. And show similar patterns of wear.
I'm gonna try to open it, push the stone slab toward the right, I guess.
Okay, very good. The way it's kind of wedged in there, it doesn't really kind of turn that way because this, as you say, move it up, that bottom part catches.
Okay.
But you are kind of able to try and lift it. It's crazy heavy. But your peek inside there at eye level verifies what you know, which is that it is empty indeed.
Okay.
Like fully empty, covered in dust.
Fuck, that's weird. And the footsteps, they never approached the coffin.
It appears as you glance that they also stopped in this direction.
Okay.
They don't come from it.
No, they do not come from it.
All right.
They are definitely distinctly coming from behind the C-shaped wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna head there after, or if I can, I'm gonna do it now.
Did you say your extra move?
Yeah.
So as you make your way around, you see that what's fascinating is one, there's a pouch lying here that appears to have some sort of supplies. Like there's a torch lying beside it, and maybe a little tiny rock hammer or a chisel. And the set of footsteps that lingered here and lingered by the chest and came from this direction go straight into the back of this wall and disappear.
Okay, there's a hidden door there, man. Can I find it?
Yes.
I know that stuff, that's my job.
Give me a roll.
Like what? Int? Or
Int or whiz, either one.
11.
So there are etchings and depressions in the back of this wall, and different recesses, and also different words that to you suggest, and you haven't fully translated them all, but suggest that this indeed is a door, and perhaps what lies beyond were individuals of great renown.
Okay, well, guys, I think I found something.
Also, with that roll, you're probably pretty sure that that there is some sort of mechanical ability to access this, what could be a hidden door in the wall.
Okay, well, I'm gonna wait for them before tampering with it.
Okay.
Guys?
Let's see. Gordon.
So, I guess that's a torch, right? Right next to Rosard?
Yeah, it's like a little brazier, so it's like a little pot on the ground with some coals that someone has lit.
I'm gonna throw it at the door. In front of the door.
Okay, like spill the contents out.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's our only source of light.
so you have no trouble chucking it against the doors, which are
The ground is burning, right?
kind of reinforced stone and metal, and so the hot coals and some of the fire has spilled out in this area here, and that area is on fire. Is that the end of your turn, or is there more?
No, so yeah, I'm gonna end my turn there. Inside the
Okay.
coffin.
Very good. And so during the DM's turn, the undead arrive, and the door buckles in slightly because again the hinges are a little bit loose as they press their bodies against it, and so you know they're there. Based on that, in 2 rounds they will be through. You're also not entirely certain, but you think you may see wisps of fog making its way through the door as well.
Guys!
Hey,
And with that, it is now Rosar's turn.
come on, find a way.
Rosa is going to go around to that pack that's on the ground there,
Yes,
and I want to see if there's anything useful in it.
absolutely. So there are definitely multiple torches there that could be lit,
Okay.
in addition to some rope
Okay.
and a small pick and tiny mallet and chisel. These look like
Archaeological tools.
archaeological or spelunkers type tools.
I'm down for that.
Is there? What do I see around me? Is there any Are there any footprints over here?
Yeah, so the footprints, the one set that appear to be walking on that side, disappear into the wall, and the other set that appear to be running appear to emerge from
The
that
guy
wall.
came in.
I touched the wall.
Yeah, it is. So instantly you know that there is some sort of magical weave. It's almost like someone knitted fabric together, silk strands, and placed some sort of ward on this wall. And you're fairly certain that it may be part of the mechanism to open the door. In any event, you also believe that there's a mechanical aspect to this door as well, and perhaps triggering the magic could trigger the mechanical mechanism. Or it might even be possible to bypass the magical portion just by tinkering with the mechanism directly. As you say, if you want to make a wisdom check,
Yeah, I'll try that.
absolutely.
I rolled a 6, like a mod 6.
So you definitely know the magical piece,
Yeah.
but the mechanical portion it eludes Rosar.
Okay.
Start working on that magical piece, man.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll try to decipher the magical component then.
Yep, go for it.
All right. That's a mod 4.
They're not with you, my friend.
No, they're not.
So the
Attack it.
strands of this weave, whoever placed this, are pretty intricate,
Cool.
and you know it must be a very powerful magic user indeed.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
Alright.
Galt.
Okay, so Galt, seeing that the door is buckling but holding for now,
Yes.
and so he shoulders the crossbow and he books it to the door, and seeing Rosar, no, not that door, the
that's door.
the
Yep.
secret door.
Check.
He sees Rosar working on the magical component. He's going to try to work on the mechanical component.
Okay.
Mod 21.
Awesome. So you can definitely tell that there is a little gap in the recesses where you can fit a hand or a tool.
Okay. Well, I don't have a tool, or at least nothing with a useful tag. I have a saber. That's about it. So he's going to have to use his hands.
Very good. Give me some basic effort.
That is a mod 3.
Okay. Very good. Not quite, but close.
Awesome.
And that brings up Edmund.
I know we should open the door, but I'm more into deciphering the writings. Maybe they're gonna help for the magical portion or the mechanical portion. I'm not sure yet, but
I got this.
I want to understand what the fuck is this shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick out. No, I don't need my tools. It's just about reading the wall, right?
Yes.
So it's gonna be an int roll, I guess.
Yep, very good.
Yeah, 15.
So the writings come together for you, and in essence, they depict a story of a warrior of great renown, someone that was admired and respected by his people. And based on what you can decipher, you believe that this is his tomb and his final resting place.
Okay.
And this may also be where, because you know that warriors of this type of renown were also buried with their treasure. That this would be the sort of place where people of that import would also have their things buried with them.
And would I know the mechanism of such thing?
Yes.
So where would I have to go
To
to
Jimmy
open the door, or
to Jimmy the mechanism?
yeah?
Yeah, man. Just stick one of your tools in there and see
Yeah,
if you're
I'm doing-
successful.
Let's do this. Dex plus tools.
Yep.
Mud 21.
Awesome.
Come on, no.
Click. Give me a weapon effort or a tool effort. D6.
5.
Awesome. You hear nearly all these little tumblers and pins click into place. And the door is almost open. You get all of them save one.
Damn it.
But it's
I
close.
hate old things, but I love them at the same time.
And that brings
Stupid
up.
ancient the junk.
Yeah, I bet you never did archaeology before where zombies were chasing you. All right, Gordon, you're up.
You know exactly what Gordon's gonna do. He's hearing a mechanism. He's gonna rush there. He's gonna stick his cleaver in there. He's gonna look at Edmund, and he's gonna start.
Delicate, it's old. Don't. What are you doing, you imbecile?
So yeah, I'm gonna do that. And guess what I rolled? A mod 14.
Very good. So,
You broke it.
crazily enough, your cleaver fits. Give me your tool effort.
3. Is 3 enough to open it?
3 is enough. Kerchunk. And
He does the
Rosar,
same thing.
you were surprised to see that the weaves completely dissipate at the mechanical device being triggered. Basically, they short-circuited the mechanism,
What kind of jank magic is this?
but they disappear, and a door slides open to a staircase leading down.
So
Yeah.
yet again,
Awesome.
I turn myself towards Edmund and give
I'm
him
gonna push you down the stairs.
and give him this smirk of satisfaction. Of like,
I'm gonna buy this dwarf a pickaxe and like a bunch of like. stakes.
Right.
We can do this with a cleaver. I mean, come on.
Hand
But
him the
it's-
pickaxe from the pack, man.
So you guys descend down a long, dusty staircase, longer than you expect.